Welcome back to another amazing episode of Rounds of the Knight's Table. I'm Jim.
I'm Eric.
We're going to talk about The Suicide Squad. This movie stars Margot Robbie, Harley Quinn, Idris Elba as Will Smith. John Cena's in this.
I didn't see him the whole movie, but...
Viola Davis, of course.
Jai Courtney, back as Captain Boomerang.
For like 2 minutes. Pete Davidson's in this. Directed by James Gunn.
From Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 1, 2, 3.
Pretty much got the same premise. Amanda Waller, Viola Davis putting together a Suicide Squad to go on a mission to...
Got a Suicide Squad.
They said it again. To locate this top secret plan.
Project Starfish.
Starfish is a slang term for a butthole.
To eliminate Project Starfish.
And then they uncover the truth. Let's talk about the good. I like John Cena. I like Idris Elba in this.
Mm-hmm. Margot Robbie, again, killing the role of Harley Quinn.
I liked her more in this than I did in Birds of Prey.
Yes.
I didn't even think she was necessarily the strong suit of Birds of Prey. You can watch that Rounds video if you want. This was violent. It was...
very gruesome.
It was everything I was hoping it would be. For violence and, just dirty jokes and stuff like that.
Very gratuitous.
That's an excellent way to phrase this movie.
Soundtrack.
The Shark.
King Shark. Nanaue.
Voiced by Sly Stallone.
Cena had a lot more of a comedic role in this than I kind of expected.
Really?
It was a lot like his Blockers role.
It's not like his family role.
Never mentioned them before, but, family's so important.
Retcon.
Sean Gunn playing more than one character. And one of them, you don't see his face.
Yeah, well, of course. Mocap.
Weasel. Why is he always playing the nasty rodent? Is that because he's the little brother?
I think his brother just wants to put him in those roles. You know what? I thought the visuals of this movie were pretty good.
They even have a close-up of Nanaue at one point. And you can see the texture on his skin.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a pretty good
nice
set
detail.
of detail. We can start talking about some bad.
Early on, this felt like two different movies.
Early on, or the whole movie?
Midway.
Which side quest did you want?
It's like a video game that I didn't necessarily want to do the side quests. I just wanted to do the missions and then come back to the
but
side
you
quests
thought the side quest was the main mission. Well, Jai Courtney in this. Maybe it's because I haven't seen Suicide Squad in so long that in the Suicide Squad, title, bad.
It's like we're just erasing that last piece of shit. But it's still a sequel.
They still kind of
They got the same. They
it.
got some of the same characters.
Jai Courtney's accent in this didn't sound right to me. It sounded more pronounced, over the top.
Well, he's actually...
I know that, but in the last one, I don't remember his accent being that thick and pronounced.
But speaking of good, no Jared Leto Joker. Of course, it's a Stella Artois. Belgium White.
King Shark, to me, in this, Nanaue, they make him really stupid. And the King Shark that I know of from the comics isn't that dumb. He's, pretty smart, actually.
This is how you piss off the DC fanboys.
And I'm not even a DC fanboy, really.
I think it was a way to make him lovable.
Taika Waititi did the same thing with Korg. How many
Shows up in
Marvel
this
characters
movie.
did we want in this movie? You think about it, we've got Sylvester Stallone from Guardians of the Galaxy, Michael Rooker, Guardians of the Galaxy, Sean Gunn, ×2, Guardians of the Galaxy, Taika Waititi from Thor Ragnarok. You've got Idris Elba from all the Thor movies. It's like James Gunn just picks all the same actors.
That's typically how directors
Who
work.
is he, Martin Scorsese?
You don't fucking put that insult on a fellow Italian. You're in an Italian household.
I don't care.
He's getting whacked. Somebody's coming in with the garrote.
I thought it was too long.
Yeah, I felt that at the end. I felt that the last... Not that the fight scene was too long or anything like that. I thought that was good.
The fight scenes seemed pretty well placed, but there's little things in between all that.
Yeah. We're going to spoilers here.
When the movie first comes on and you see Michael Rooker's character Savant sitting there bouncing the ball. He kills the bird, yada yada. Yondu origins. Little did I know before the freaking title credit even comes up.
Dead because he couldn't follow his orders. They were just brought there anyway as a decoy, I guess, essentially.
Yeah.
Pete Davidson was there. Harley Quinn was with them, though.
She was. So was Rick Flag.
Spoiler bit. Yeah, so they get there. It's a setup. Pete Davidson sold them out. And then they turn on Pete Davidson.
And shot him right in the face. I was so glad that happened so early. Starro, underwhelming.
It's the big giant eye. And it wasn't like a scary eye.
And it's not even the fact that it's the eye.
I'm going to tell you this. I'm terrified of eyes. If I was sleeping and woke up and someone's eyes were right here, I'm done. I am done. I'm dropping dead of it. But that's just because of Scream. When Neve Campbell's dreaming and she wakes up and her mother's just staring through the window. Like, I mean, it's obviously still a Inception.
The complete bar scene just felt like too much. Like that could have cut down on a few minutes. Them slimming down that whole bar scene.
Yeah.
So all you really need is them getting there and then the thinker walking in. Underutilized castmates. You have Nathan Fillion, who was used as TDK, the detachable kid.
That was so funny. His arms come up and you're like, oh, this is going to be something. And he's just like
slap at him.
Ratcatcher, too. I thought she was pretty good.
She was okay.
And Polka Dot Guy.
The Polka Dot Man. Also been in a lot of DC stuff.
It kind of happens like right after the movie. They go back to the beach where they get attacked. And somebody is still there alive.
Toss up the water that he had drowned in the beginning.
Yeah. And then just wanders into the jungle. So I don't know if that's going to have later repercussions. I don't know if James Gunn's coming back for it.
He's about to go kill all the kids.
Is James Gunn coming back for a fucking sequel? I'm just gonna do it as an Elvis one day. Did you like this? I gotta assume that the DCU is kind of like done.
It's still steadily cruising kind of down.
Well, they got the
trying
Flash movie
really
coming
hard,
out.
which was supposed to be out like 3 years ago. Then they were supposed to have a Cyborg movie, but I don't know if that's gonna happen now.
Well, certainly not with Ray Fisher.
You know, we've said a lot of bad for this movie, but I still like it a lot more than the first one.
Oh my god,
because this one, at least it had a story.
This one was, it was enjoyable. I laughed out loud a few times. You know, it was funny. It was action-packed. They do take you through some side quests with Harley Quinn. I felt like she didn't even really belong in the movie.
That whole romance with the El Presidente of Corto Maltese.
Like, I get, she's batshit crazy. Oh. We've all dated one of those. When it went to that kind of, that part of the story, it just felt so out of place.
It did. You're showing two different sides of the same story. They have
but
to
you
connect
can do
together
that with it still feeling like the same movie.
What they tried to do that with was them going to rescue her when they found out she was alive, and it didn't work.
Yeah.
It just fell flat. They tried to play too much of the comedy of it.
This coming from somebody who will watch a Marvel movie, and no matter how shitty it is, he'll still laugh at their fucking jokes. They always slap one in at the end of the trailer. They don't. Marvel doesn't.
I didn't say they did.
I fucking rest my case.
But I'm still going to critique them the same.
Round to the Knights Table.
I laughed at this.
Round to the Knights Table. I said that's it. It's over.
So all that being said, you mentioned one credit scene.
Ooh, a score.
Let's talk about this after credit Cena. At the very end of the credits, you see Peacemaker in the hospital.
Of them.
Right? So, in case you don't know, they are coming out with a Peacemaker show. That's what it leads into. He's still alive, even though Bloodsport shot him in the neck. I did enjoy the movie, but I would still only score it about a 5.8.
Oh my god, Eric. What is going on over there? I agree it wasn't a great movie, but I had a good time watching this movie. I thought it was funny. And in fact, I think my scores lately have been shitty, and I said that I was going to look at the positives, and here I am. Somebody, one of our subscribers, commented about the Cinderella story. I told you I'm on your side. I recommend the watch. It was a lot better than the first one. It's not great. 7.9 out of 10. Whew.
Much
All right.
higher than I expected.
Is it 8 worthy? No, probably not. And it's maybe I scored it a little too high. I don't give a fuck. It's my show. Our show. I want to know if you guys saw Suicide Squad, what you thought of it.
And also if you saw The Suicide
God
Squad.
damn it. I knew he was going to be a fucking asshole. How much did you like it? What's your score out of 10? Add that, please. I want to know. And I want to know why. And I want to know what you thought of the first one. I'll read the comment. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. See you next time on Rounds of the Knight's Table.
Miss.